15 car.
This has got to be like one of the worst combinations, track conditions, isn't it? Super hot and there's no rubber down. I wonder where we'd have been if we'd have been in the Merc. Because that is just all Mercedes up front, as far as I can see. Let's not die. Look at that. Holy cow. Ferrari's coming up. Is it a Ferrari? I've no idea.
Left side. Clear.
And I'm really nervous about dropping it. I don't even want to get on the power. We are in the draft, so. Ferrari's going, he's going. Oh, what are you doing, man? Unbelievable. How can you avoid that? Car feels alright. going to be like on top speed now, but definitely took damage to the front. Yeah, we are massively down on speed. Oh, we're just losing speed on the straights now. Just followed them into that then. Hope we can. See, I can't even gain anything in the draft, so just pulling away. Trying too hard now. trying to kill me. Has he just gone into the pits? No way. So I know by this Sunoco sign we were doing about 255 before, so we're about 6k slower down the straights. We are way off the pace. This guy's 2 seconds behind us. That's how realistic I'm being about the situation. I'm thinking about the guys behind us, not chasing down the guys in front of us. Short shifting seems to be helping with the traction. I can't come out there in second though, it's just too much torque. Laps. 10 laps left. That fuel calculator said we had 21 laps with 60 litres, didn't it? We've done 8 laps, we've got 9 left. So that's, what, 19 laps? No. Talking about 19 laps. 17 laps. these lap times, man, they're horrendous. Whoa. I'll take it. I don't know what the racing line is around that corner. Such a long, sweeping corner. Your mind thinks that you're driving around a hairpin, but top 10, I mean that's just because of pit stops, isn't it? We've had 3 or 4 cars going to the pits, I reckon. It's too fast. I think I've got a lot of work to do with the setup, and I've got a lot of practice to put in, because definitely not up to speed on the circuit really. I've got most of it dialed in, but I think if we had the top speed, we'd have had a better chance of staying with that Ferrari. I think that's the only reason why he's pulled away. we nearly lost it then. I turned a little bit too early for that. So fuel, 5 laps left. Yeah, we need to work on being able to get the power out of the 2 turns. The one we've just come out of. And this next one. I think I'm losing a lot of time here. Way too fast. What's going on there? Right, somebody just came out of the pits. Wondering where we're going to filter all the, where we're going to filter back into this race now. Fuel, 3 laps left. That guy behind us just taken 3.5 seconds out of us in 2 laps. Definitely got some work to do. So IMSA went 23 to 24 laps, didn't it? At 45 minutes with a similar lap time, so I'm guessing this one's going to go 20, 21. We'll do another lap and we'll pit. He's lost it, he's lost it. Jesus. I didn't know what to do then. Thank God he just slapped it into the barrier and kept it into the barrier. Could have quite have easily just come in front of us again. We've lost it, we've lost it, we've lost it. What an idiot. Oh, that's terrible. Car feels alright. Oh, could have done without crashing then. I mean, that's obvious, but... Right, let's see. 2 minutes of optional repairs. We ain't taking any of that. We're just taking fuel. We're in 13th or something, is that right? Go understeer going around the left-handers. We're in 12th. Keep messing that turn up badly. Gutted about that front end damage, but could have quite easily gone the other way. We could have been retired after the first lap. Same with screwing the brakes up into this turn, like I've just done again. That could have ended in a retirement quite easily, so I guess we've been pretty lucky. We should see a white flag here soon now. How many laps of fuel? We've got 8 laps of fuel left, 30 litres. When did you change your tyres? We didn't change the tyres, dude. We just fueled. I think we stopped on. I think we stopped on lap 16 for fuel. But yeah, the race isn't long enough to qualify for a new set of tyres. I wish they'd changed the front bumper though. Alright, so we're going. Must be getting a white flag next time by. Oh, lost it a bit then. White flag? No. Definitely losing braking ability now with the tyres. white flag. How many laps we got left of fuel? 6.3. Yo! That's because I took too much curb on the turn one then. th place. Somebody retire. Hey up. That was a freebie. Unless they've already finished. No, that was definitely a freebie.
You got about 5 laps of fuel. You got a slow car on the left.
What's going on here?
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Have they run out of fuel or have they finished the race? Guess we'll find out now.
There's the flag.
10th.
It's over. Great job. You did really well.
10th place, top 10. Look at the state of that. How many people were in the race? 17. Top 10. We were the lowest division driver. I don't know how much that relates to iRacing. Apparently your division goes off the results of your first race of the season. So obviously I didn't have a great race for the first session there. But usually you tend to find that your division does relate to the iRating, so yeah, top 10. It's alright, I suppose. First time I've really driven the Audi with my own setup. Like I say, I've had a go at the Audi in Silverstone, but it's just a one-off. I've not really spent any major time with it, so it can only get better from there. Let's have a look at the crash. It's got to be, was it lap 2? Was it this guy that lost it? It was, wasn't it? It was going down the hill, wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't this guy. That's us. Yeah, it was that guy. Jesus Christ. Should we watch it again from the cockpit? Yeah, see, I saw him start to lose it. There he goes. Oh. What do you do? You see, he's gone to the inside there. So you're thinking, right, chances are I'm going to sweep round the outside of him. In reality, if I'd have stayed with him on the inside, by the time I got to him, the track would have been clear, but you don't know. How was I to know he was going to rotate round like that? Full on T-bone. Lovely. TV3. Yeah. It is what it is. Right, that's me done for the day. Well, for the afternoon anyway. I'm going to go get some lunch. Hope you enjoyed the race. I hope things will get better for us. I'm going to go away and spend some time on that setup and see if I can improve it, because we're definitely down. So I'm going to start from scratch with that, I think, and we'll come back and we'll try again. If I do get the setup improved this afternoon, then I may well stream another race tonight, so if not, it'll be tomorrow. Right guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I'll speak